It's a video game.
Oh man, that music, I was swaying back and forth during that whole thing. I was like, just lost in the moment of it.
Chrono Trigger is a... Oh, it is gonna... Oh, never mind. It's gonna do something else.
It's a demo. Anyway.
Chrono Trigger is a video game. It came out on the Super Nintendo back in... Crap, I don't even remember.
I want to say 95. It's either 94 or 95.
I thought I saw the copyright said 98. I don't know. I didn't actually do any homework at all for this.
Might be the PlayStation version. This
Maybe.
did come out on the PlayStation.
Maybe. So... This is an exceptionally important game to you.
Yes, I love this game. I think it's honestly the best, one of the best, if not the best JRPGs to ever exist in the universe.
On the other hand, I don't have a negative opinion of it. It's not like I don't like it.
I mean, if you're gonna have a negative opinion.
This game's garbage. No, I don't have a negative opinion on it, but for one, I did not get the chance to play it when it first released. I don't think I got to play it until the PlayStation version.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, my experience with it is basically my neighbor had it, and I played it for a bit, and I was like, this is fun and great on the SNES. And then eventually at some point I got a SNES copy, and I played the heck out of that thing, and then I got the DS remake and played most of it. There's some stuff at it, don't worry about it, we'll get to that when we get to that. But anyway, I played the heck out of the SNES version, and I love this game so much.
And, like, I think I played through the PlayStation version, I think. But I feel like the impression I got from it was, yeah, it's a good game, I can't really argue that. But it didn't feel to me like it stood out as, like, yeah, it's this amazing thing.
Well,
but regardless...
I mean, it helps the fact that the big three guys in charge of this thing are Yuji Horii, the creator of Dragon Quest, Akira Toriyama, creator of Dr. Slump Dragon Ball, and the artist for Dragon Quest, and Nobuo Uematsu, the musician, songwriter, whatever you want to call him, of Final Fantasy. So, you got three big names here in JRPGs working in one game, and my god, the staff behind this stuff did an excellent job in this whole game.
Yeah, I can, at no point, say this isn't a really good game. But, because it's so important to you, and it doesn't quite hold that... In fact, I played Chrono Cross before I played Trigger. If that says anything.
Which I'm
Let's
sorry you
not
had
get it. Let's not get into that hot mess.
Which I'm sorry you had to experience that. We all go through our traumas in life. Sometimes some people just play bad video games.
Let's not get into that. Let's not get into that.
95 right
95.
there. Yep.
Okay, so what
Yep,
we're going to be doing because
Bird Studio and Shueisha. So that's Toriyama and Armor Project, same thing.
Yeah. So because this game is so important to you, and I've played through it like once, I'm actually going to be playing through this game to re-experience it, so to say. While you're going to be the parrot on my shoulder telling me about how good the game is and pointing me in the right direction when I inevitably get lost.
I'm going to let you do your own thing. Chrono Trigger is very much a kind of just enjoy your... It's not hard to get lost.
I don't imagine it is.
It's like, you'll be fine. It's really good at, like, keeping you on the straight and narrow.
So real quick, it actually does tell you straight up. This is the Steam version
yes.
By the way. So it straight up tells you, here's the controls. Okay, I'm playing with a gamepad, by the way. Battle mode.
Basically, do you want it to be active or turn-based?
Yeah, I like that being
And you can always change it back and forth.
Let's stick with original. Like, there are some people that I'm sure, like, every time something gets upgraded, oh man, I want to see the upgraded higher resolution. I have a soft spot for the original crap. Like, in pretty much all circumstances. Heck, if you didn't insist, I'd probably play the Super Nintendo version of this game.
There's a little more to the Steam version, but it's also
yeah.
just
I think you did say there was some stuff added to it.
Yeah. Well, it's more, this is less based off the SNES version, more of the PlayStation version that would go on to be do the DS version, which is basically what this version would be based off of. But it took them a long time to get this one up and running because there was a lot of patches they had to do because this was not a well-liked game originally.
Yeah. On launch, this was hot garbage.
Yeah.
But they've fixed it up, patched it up, and by this point, it's probably the definitive way to play the game.
Yeah.
Let's get this game going. Okay, sure.
I never really changed their names. If they're going to give me a default name, I'm
Yeah,
just
if you're
like,
going to give me a character with... I mean, he's a silent protagonist, but, like, he has a distinct look, personality.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel right not going with their name.
If the field was blank, I'd be like, okay, I'll add a name. But if you're going to give me a default name, it's like, Well, technically, there's supposed to be an age, but...
That's a lot of birds. That's a lot of birds that are very high up.
They fly high. They
That's
fly
like-
sky high.
That's like really high up. Those are also very large balloons. Those balloons is as big as a house. Do I have to?
Yeah, you have to.
I mean, put a little button or something in the bottom corner of the text box so I know you're waiting on me.
There's a reason for that.
I'll sleep for as long as I want.
Dragon Quest III did this first, but everyone says Chrono Trigger did it first. Does the sun wake you up in the morning?
Nope.
No? I don't know why people think that happens. I mean, I have to assume it works for some people, but it's definitely one of those,
Yeah,
like...
it does work for some people, for sure. Not me. I wake up when I wake up. It's gonna happen. I mean, I wake up at a pretty steady time, pretty consistent time.
Do you do that thing where you set an alarm and then for some reason you wake up like a few minutes before your alarm and you're like, what was the point of my alarm if my body was going to wake me up beforehand?
Yeah, except when I go to work. My alarm has to wake me up when I go to work.
I'll go back to bed. I'm going to shut these blinds and go back to sleep. Is that a typewriter?
No, sir, I don't like it.
I love that. Instead of like hearing the don't, you just go like, nope, this ain't happening. Keep moving, Jim.
I'm not pressing a button for that, I'm just trying to run against it.
Yeah.
And instead of doing, like, the running animation in place, he just goes, nah.
Nah, it's not happening. Just keep moving.
Wait a minute, something bothered me. Why am I going down? I'm not off the first step yet. It was worse with your mom. She started, like, up here.
Is this gonna be your 0 out of 10 moment for the game?
0 out of 10! Collision not correctly aligned with stairs.
This version of the game sucks.
Yeah, like, it was worth... Oh, gee, hold up. Oh, maybe it's because I'm colliding with the
What was it? Barrister?
banister?
Bannister, something like that. I think barrister is like a lawyer or something.
Okay, there's some weird... Wait a minute. What is going on with these stairs? I can...
God, are you really gonna Aaron Hansen the stairs here? I'm like...
What is going on? I want to know how they work! I know that cat from, Captain SNES, of all things.
Yeah, well, it's basically because Chrono Trigger is a big part of that thing, so...
Is Bulma, I think.
I wonder at what point during any of this that they had Toriyama go, like, just throw in his 2 cents on story things, because the fact that she is basically Bulma, but with a different name...
Hmm. Cat. Yep.
You can have the cat meow.
What am I...
Oh, her.
I
She's
guess it
moving
was
into
her.
place, yeah.
Oh boy.
200G.
I got 200G. Ah. We live directly on the world map.
Yes, you do. It's a market. A mayor's manor. The Truce Inn. And a boat.
I want to get on a boat. Hey, I got 200G. Let me on a boat. Monsters.
Yeah, we'll never find that out.
Oh, heck yeah. Look, you have to live a little chaotically. I know where I'm supposed to go.
Yeah, no, I
But
know.
it was 10G.
It's also a nice
Man,
way
they're
to...
really taking me somewhere. I thought it was just going to be like right across town.
No, it is on the southern continent. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know most people who actually use the ferries in these games, because it's just between these two towns, and it's kind of like,
Okay, sorry, Mom. I know you, like, wanted me to go have fun at the...
Yeah, no, you can move during these things. That'll be important for stuff later.
Shut up, I'm trying to leave. Alright, sorry, Mom. I know you, like, gave me money to go enjoy the fair, but I'm running away. I'm already on another continent.
It's unfair.
Maybe I can steal.
That's why they're home.
Alright, so first thing you do is...
Snail stop.
So first thing you do is you sail across the continent to a different continent and then start exploring town. Not the right town at all. They should, like, at least shut up when I start walking away.
Oh, it's a bar. I don't know why it's called the Snail Stop.
Alright! Spicy jerky? What a rip!
No thanks.
You walking away from me? I'm a customer. Oh, heck yeah. Okay, so first thing you do.
Can't buy anything. Oh, actually,
I can buy a bronze... Well, no, I used to be able to buy a bronze helm.
Well, you can. You have 590.
Oh! Okay.
The 200G was just what she was giving to add on to you. But you can't buy a sword.
Man, I
I
could buy a
think.
padded vest. I could buy some bronze armor.
Yeah, but you also got a fair to go to.
Yeah, okay, my current defense is... But this is a JRPG, and statistics are everything.
Well, it's the beginning of a JRPG. So you'd go up 11 points with the armor, but... Let's go around a bit and figure out some stuff.
I don't know what happened. I gave my son some money so I could go see the fair, and then he sailed across town and murdered the mayor of a completely different...
I think it's funnier when you go talk to the mom again. I mean, it's 10G.
Hey, that's very fair. I'll do that crap. Oh, I will, and you can't stop me.
I love how this JRPG just starts and we're like, yeah, but it's nothing big, and then you get into this household and it's like, our family's falling apart because our dad's too greedy. It's like, okay, did not expect that off the bat. This is definitely a Yuji Horii game.
No, I think he is. Well, he's not really greedy. He wouldn't have given me $10 for... He wouldn't have given me $10 if he was really greedy. He'd hold on to that money. Can I just, like, run off and die?
No, you can just run up north and this big old desert. I don't think there's any place you can get into a fight.
Yeah,
yet.
I don't know how battles work in this game.
Oh, there's no battles on the overworld.
Oh, that's nice. So I don't have to worry about that. Hey, bridge. I wanna go to a bridge.
Sailing Bridge. Oh, I do love me a good fair.
Come back here and let me talk to you.
A fair is a smorgasbord, a smorgasbord. Wait, were you on the other side of the bridge?
Any buttons do anything? I can walk. I got a walk button. Got a menu button.
Gotta get across this bridge. Why aren't you people running?
Okay, I'm back.
Yep. This is Lucas' house.
You need to organize your books. How do you find anything?
Dude, we said it earlier. It's basically Bulma. Have you ever seen the Capsule Course place?
Like, buy a second bookshelf.
They do have second bookshelves. They have bookshelves everywhere.
Okay, buy a third one. That's the second one.
Is that ketchup and like Sprite on top of her thing? Like the Sprite I can understand, but the ketchup?
Gotta be ready for that midnight ketchup.
Gotta be ready for that midnight hot dog eating spree.
Now, this is mostly a normal house.
Yeah, and then you get
right up until here.
Then you get to the living room and you're like, what is this mess here? Like it's like a fridge up against a tube of some sort.
Oh, I thought that was a staircase. It's just a high wall.
Yeah, it's just supposed to be a wall. It looks like a staircase.
You can get up there.
Oh, this is the stairs. No.
Oh, there's a...
Yeah, there's a door.
Oh, that was hidden.
It's hard to tell, but you can usually tell by the indentations.
Yeah. Doesn't look like it.
Nope.
Chrono?
No, I don't want to go that way.
Chrono? Okay, nothing here. Stairs in this game are going to be...
God, I hope it's not the running gag for this at all.
Okay. Oh boy, a discovery.
I'm satisfied with my life.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the world's gonna come to an end early enough that, yeah, you probably are gonna be as satisfied now as you'll ever be. Okay, that's a character we're probably never gonna meet.
Probably. Now, I'm gonna tell you
Yeah,
this.
I'm probably gonna get into a fight in here.
Yeah,
I
you
feel.
probably are gonna get into some fights in here, so.
Can I go around? Why can't I go? Why can't I go around?
I think
You
the
can walk
lake's
through
in
there.
front of your way. Well, you still got a couple places you haven't been through in here. There's the residence next to your house. There's the inn, and then
Yeah, I
there's...
haven't been to the inn. No, I went to the residence next to my house.
Did you?
I just came from there.
You can spare 10G.
I mean, I didn't have to pay for the ferry ride back. Hey, I just heard this.
Yeah, it was on the map screen.
I can just go home. No, tell me about it. Why do you always have to say...
I do hate when they do that. It goes like, do you remember that earthquake the other day? No? Oh, well, never mind then. It's like, no, come back here and explain it. If I don't remember it, go further.
This is in every single game. Every game. There's a, hey, do you know about this? No. Well, I'm not going to tell you then. Why do I have to get information by telling you I know something already? Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure something real bad's gonna... Can I, like, shove people around? No, he tries to get around me.
Yeah, he tries to get around you.
handed down for generations.
And should you somehow manage to open it, you're welcome to the contents. Anybody else figure that song?
Okay, there we go. Had to wait for the jingle. So I can walk away while somebody's talking, but I can't walk away during a jingle.
Well, it was a jingle jangle.
Get that jingle jangle.
I think you got the mayor's house is the last place. No, go down. To your left.
Am I in here?
Nope.
Nope.
Because this is the tutorial area. So you don't really need to go through here for your sake. But, you know,
I mean, I have
anyone
a pretty
else,
good idea.
this is all up for you.
I have a pretty good idea how... Yep, figured that one out. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, it gives you the options,
Sure, I think I know how weapons and armor work, but okay.
How far do you like it to armor division? Like, do you like it when armor is just one item, or like several items, or like the complete set where you have to go like feet, pants, body, hands, and helmet?
I like a couple pieces,
Like,
but if it
by
gets...
game.
Yeah,
Game by game standard kind of thing.
I generally like a couple pieces, but I feel like when it's going like... When you gotta pick like 18 different pieces, it starts to become... What's the difference? Why the
Yeah.
unnecessary complexity? Like, you're just kind of making it complex for the sake of making it complex. But when there's just a few pieces, I feel like they can still do something meaningful with each piece.
Yeah. No, I understand. It's just one of those, like, I think it's game by game for me, honestly.
Hmm. Well, I'm not going to tell you about them then. Oh, so it's a tent.
Yeah, it's basically the Final Fantasy thing.
Ah!
I love doing that on the SNES. I was like, oh, I can control what they're saying stuff? Yes.
Oh, so it does cancel out if you walk away. You just
Yeah.
have to walk farther away. Okay.
I think he actually moves to the position you're in if you talk to him.
Get over there.
And then that's the save point you can use. Oh, it's a replica.
Cool.
I'm surprised you can get the treasure chest there.
There's a treasure chest? I want a treasure chest.
Right
Oh,
next
there
to
is.
the... Yep.
Oh, that is hidden?
You got a potion.
Same color and texture as the floor. It looked like it was just kind of... Okay, now, game-specific stuff, battles. This stuff I'm a little more interested in. Because I do not remember this.
Yeah. Techs are fun. They're just
I know
basically...
they're
like-
effectively like melee spells.
Yeah, they're special abilities, essentially. It's the dot hack thing, where it's like,
Yeah.
technically it counts magic and like physical abilities, but it's like we had to put them together, so we just called them techs.
Yeah, so this is something kind of neat about Chrono Trigger, is the combat, and how position actually matters.
Yep.
Which isn't something you saw in a lot of JRPGs. It's, Grandia-esque. Which is probably where I'm more familiar with something like this.
Yeah. I do feel bad for the little tutorial dudes that have to deal with this whole thing.
Yeah, at least they're not getting a hit. They're just chilling.
It's like, we're just here for the tutorial.
I will get you now. Oh no!
Those is definitely that. Wow, I wonder who drew this whole thing. Could it have been Toriyama who did it?
Yeah,
Because
like
they look just like Pilaf.
yeah, like the characters you don't see as much until you see the actual portraits. Then you see it and you go, okay, yeah, that's Toriyama. But the monsters, Toriyama has such a unique way of drawing monsters.
I mean, that's what half the fun of Dragon Quest is
yeah,
like the
and that's
monster
almost where like
designs.
playing through this almost feels like you're playing a Dragon Quest game, just because the enemies in both were drawn by Toriyama.
Yeah.
Okay, so physical magic item.
Yeah. In case your active time bar goes up full.
Yeah, and it's got the ATB gauge, which is kind of normal for this era.
Yeah.
I miss the ATB gauge era.
There.
We moved from this to, like, just action.
Yeah, I think
And, like, no, this was a real nice...
there's just a nice in between of like, let's give it turn-based, but give it that twist of action that's needed, because it's like you're technically waiting on your turn, but the enemy's also attacking you because they got their turn, so it's like, ooh, you gotta think on your feet kind of thing.
Yeah, and I prefer setting it to wait, pretty much always. That way, when it's somebody's turn, the gauges all stop.
Yeah.
And what that does is it effectively makes it regular turn-based and less of an action game, but whose turn comes up when can be dependent on the character's speed or what abilities they're using. Grandia did a really good job of that. You're not going to
What's
be any
your
more
insight?
specific than that? Sure. What do I got? Poison, paralysis. Okay,
Oof.
we got poison. Sleep.
Oof.
Slow. Yep, slow. I don't know. He looks like he was hasted.
It's
He's
technically
looking
slow.
He's
Yeah,
looking speedy.
I don't know why they did that for slow.
Sleep. Yup, there's sleep. Confuse. Confuse is another one. Another good one.
It's really tough on your friendships.
Blind. That's pretty standard, yeah. Lock. Okay, so that's silence.
Silence, it's amnesia. Your favorite debuff ever. I don't know a lot of monsters that use stop in here, but
Alright, those were all pretty standard. Sure. Got more to say.
you'll be dead.
Yup. No, it's KO'd. You're just knocked out.
No, you'll be swooned.
I always like the idea of, like, in combat, you just get knocked out.
Well, yeah, it makes sense. You're knocked out. Like, the monsters kill you after the battle because nobody else can
Yeah,
get
like
you
you're...
back up.
Yeah, you're effectively defenseless at that point. That's why it's the end. But it
Yeah.
also explains why you can more easily get everybody up and about. I got 100
Man,
G's.
I could ride the ferry 10 times in a row.
Heck yeah. But that also explains why you can kind of get up and about pretty easily.
Yeah.
And then it also makes plot-dictated deaths hold more weight, because
You know,
no, you can't just give that person a Phoenix Down because they weren't dead.
meanwhile in Dragon Quest, you're being drug around
You're
in a
literally
coffin.
dead.
Yeah, I still remember that. I played Dragon Quest 11, and I had a character die, and I had to switch them out of combat, and I switched them back in because I wanted to revive them, and a coffin just came out, and I was like, oh, right, Dragon Quest does this a little different.
Alright, have fun.
Oh, this is the race.
Oh, it's the race?
Yeah, they're doing the race. Never bet on the race. It ain't worth it. Everybody
Cat! How'd you get out here?
No, he's doing a race. He's part of the race. There's like 4 racers and everything. I don't know. Everybody keeps saying there's a gimmick to the race, and it's like they're liars. And none of that works.
Yeah, I wonder if there is like some mechanic or something or a pattern. Like, for example, in Doom, its RNG isn't actually random. There's a large table of numbers that they
Oh, yeah.
pre-generated that it chooses from in there, which makes the random numbers selected actually, once you know how that works, you know what each one, like what the next random number is going to be. Which lets you kind of determine what the RNG is going to be. So if this did something similar, then you could, like, watch them go around a couple times, figure out where the RNG is and where it's going to be. But I don't know, man.
I have a question for you.
I don't know nothing.
Because I feel like you're starting to end this because you haven't talked to much people.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe I'm going to talk to people in here and then stop before we really get involved.
That would be best. But my question is for you. So, stop moving around for a second, because I need to ask this for you. I will flick your knee. So in a lot of the old games, when you went up to somebody, you just knew to talk to them because they were somebody to talk. But in these new games, a lot of these new releases of the games, they add like a exclamation point thing for that. Does that bug you? It doesn't bug me, but it's definitely one of those like, why necessarily?
It doesn't bug me. If anything, I appreciate it. Because sometimes games will put in an NPC or something that's kind of hiding off somewhere. Or, like, maybe they're standing behind something. And you're supposed to walk up to them and, like, talk to them from this side. But you don't always know. I like it just because it removes that ambiguity. Like, you know.
Speaking of,
yeah, this is the thing that I can
Speaking of ambiguous NPCs, check out that guy.
Yeah. How you doing, guy?
Melchior.
Melchior! Oh, heck yeah.
Oh man, a silver sword for 4,000?
Ooh. Attack up to 10 for 8.
What?
I'll think about it. I don't have any.
Oh yeah, he's the guy who does the race stuff.
It always blows. Oh boy, I can buy a padded vest here. I'll think about it. Okay, so just shops, nothing fancy. What if I stand in their way and interrupt the race? Yay.
I have a card?
I have a card. So... Okay, so I get you have to hit the button once. Do I have to hit the button a second time?
Yeah, I think the further away you are, the higher it goes up.
Okay, I don't think I have to hit the button a second time. I just have to hit... Man, I did it right the first time. Shows I'm actually really good at timing crap when I'm not really paying attention.
Well, now, because you're thinking about... Did you
Yeah, like
have to
now
hit
I'm
the
thinking
button
about it
again,
too
or-
hard. There we go, I did it. Just farm coins here. I was confused because I thought he was going to say, like... Or I thought what he meant was you had to hit the button once when you were, like, back to time it right, and then again, like, on impact or something.
Oh,
And, like,
okay,
no,
yeah.
you just have to hit the button when it does.
Yeah, you just have to keep your
not
distance
complicated.
and then right into it.
Go, cat, go! Go, cat, go! Go, cat, go! I want to talk to the cat. I'm gonna interrupt the race. I got 2!
Maybe later. That cat lacks God promise. I
See,
think he's supposed to be like the guy who clues you into who's going to possibly win the race, but I still think that. Also, is that hair or is that his head? It looks like he's just got a weird shape.
It really looks like
Like-
he's got a weird-shaped head.
Yeah, it's just...
I think it's supposed to be hair.
It's definitely supposed to be hair. I really wish they would have picked a different color.
Any other color.
Yeah, I get it's the 16-bit. You
Yeah, like
still
it's
have
the same
someone
color
limited,
as her.
but
Yeah, like it's the same color as her, so they're probably dealing with a limited palette to choose from. cool. Okay, I at least want to poke my head in here. Unless they're going to charge me on...
I think it is silver points, but he's not like... I don't think you have enough to deal with it right now. Hey, that sounds like another laugh we'll be dealing with soon.
Oh, I can't walk away from this guy.
Norstein. Just came to look.
I'm out!
Weirdo.
Bunch of weirdos in this place. Okay, I feel like if I go up there, something's gonna happen, so I'm gonna call it here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, until next time, everyone, we've accomplished virtually nothing, but I got to poke my head around on 2 different continents.
Hey, it's the beginning of the game. Just explore and get your bearings and everything.
Yeah.
Also, what is that balloon supposed to be?
It's a moose.
Are you doing like a thing for mouse, but just saying moose instead?
It's Mookie Moose.
It's moose and squirrel?
It's moose and squirrel.
See the balloon, blue balloon? It's squirrel.